Yo, what up? It's Essentials.tf. We're continuing our coverage here of the ETF2L 6v6 Season 50. It's still week one, but we've got the one last little game out of the gate here. No, it is not nullified like it says on ETF2L. It is going to be played. It's Aragosta versus the Bloodsail Buccaneers. I am TurboTabs. I'm joined with the lovely Irishman Josh. Yeah, you might know him from TF2 Easy, an all-round top Prem contender. And Josh, welcome to the caster box, I guess you could say.
Thank you. It's good to be back in the caster's seat. Last time I was here, I stole Dum title with, quite a lot of ease. So I thought I'd come back and share some more knowledge and watch some players and see if there's any learning points to be made, or potential people I can just call out and say they're really bad.
Well, a couple of things have changed here, Josh. Now, Prem is dropped down to 6 teams, so it's more of a gathering rather than a party here in Prem. I'm cast of the season now. Good luck trying to rip this title from my dead cold hands. And the third factor is we've got a couple of mixed up teams. We've got Aragosta from the previous season, the AFS season, if you can call it the previous season. And we've also got a new project in a max low lineup, the Bloodsail Buccaneers. They're all wearing matching pirate hats. That's all I really know about the team. But let's go through some of the names and the lists over on these two squads. And you just perch up if you tell me if you recognize any names here. Over on the side of Aragosta, we've got Vanu on Scout. Oh, my tab is destroyed. There we go. Vanu on Scout, Juxta on Scout. We got Maki and Sia on the Soldier classes. Davy's going to be playing that Devilman, and I don't see Hyman Slayer in the server, so I assume we have a medic replacement tonight. I'm guessing that's Dank.
I believe it is. And I'm really disappointed that we are not getting to see Hyman Slayer play in Prem. It would be great to see him move from the Pug world into the Prem world, but maybe it's just a big prank and they just put him on there for, for jokes. I could be wrong. Maybe Hyman will play next week. We'll see. I mean,
our production is telling us live that he has been playing for the team, so we're going to see him. We're going to see him eventually. Also, I should mention Stu is on production as well, but I just got so excited. We're going to be into it relatively soon. We've actually got all the players on the server, so they're probably just waiting for our little intro. We'll quickly go over to the Bloodsail, and over on the side of the Bloodsail, we've got Sail and Juno on Scouts, Silvez and Bloke on Soldiers, Mac on Demoman, and Eon playing Medic. Josh, opinions, thoughts, comments?
This team on paper, the Pirates on paper look much stronger. You've got Mac with loads and loads of experience, demo and medic main. Eon has been playing Prem. He played a lot with what's it? Venom Crest. And Venom Crest, I'm pretty sure were floating around mid-table a bit at the time. Back when they had KN and Tyrion, like two very good soldiers he got to play around with. So he's had plenty of experience himself. Sail and Yunu, pretty strong DMers, and same with the soldiers. So on paper, I would say the Pirates have a much better chance, but the consistency factor is actually in favor of what's the other team called?
Aragosta.
Aragosta.
Yeah.
So I was trying to remember how to pronounce it. Like, they've actually done quite well. Most teams, they come last in Prem, they think, oh, sack it off, we'll go join some new team and make another mix. They've actually, they've took it on the chin, come last in Prem, got rolled by everyone, and thought, you know what, we'll stick it out and we'll actually try to get better and keep improving.
Whoa. They beat Nunya. Excuse me, Josh. They beat Nunya, okay? You can't take that away from them, okay? That is a champion squad.
I would never dream of taking that away from them. But what I won't take away is the fact that they still came last in Prem. But
touche.
This is still very good for them, because numerous teams, I was on one of them back when Lego even went into Prem and history had gone by and we came last in Prem, but then the next season after we ended up like playoffs, I think. So that's why I don't want to count Aragosta out just yet. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, see how they play tonight, because Wait, how many teams are in playoffs with the 6 teams? Is it 4?
I'm not exactly certain, if I'm honest. I don't think even the admins have quite put a finger on the beat of whether or not that it's just going to be top 3 or top 4, because it is just 6 teams. So whether or not they adjust it isn't completely out of the question. But they might just keep it 4 just to keep tradition. But we'll see. That's much later down the line. We are still in week 1. There is plenty opportunity for any of these teams to miss 4 spots or even 3 spots. So anyway, I've got to just mention or casually want to know, Josh, like out of all these players tonight, is there anybody that's going to stick out to you? Is there anyone that you're a big fanboy over?
Oh, fanboy. Don't know if that's the right word, but I
Who do
think
you
there's
tolerate in the
I think there's a
server,
couple
Josh?
of right. So you know what? I'm a bit of a fan of Juxta. As Juxta used to play a medic main, and he was actually a really good medic main. And but I remember playing a couple of mixes against him. Just when we needed like mixes when the playoffs came around, and his scout was also pretty good as well. So if Juxta can have a pretty good game, I'm pretty sure he's the pocket scout as well. So if he has a solid game, Aragosta have a good chance. Davey, I haven't seen him for a while, but when I did play against him, it left a lot to be desired. But if he's put in the work and made staggered improvements, I think he has a good chance as well of bringing this team into it. But on the other side, flip side, you've got Sills and Bloke. I think if them two have a really good game, I think they'll just run away with it on the Pirates, or sail away with it even.
Well, we're going to be sail away with it. Nice one. That was very good.
I like that. I thought you'd
I like the
appreciate
cut to
that
the odd
joke.
jib. All right. So our first map is going to be Process. I can't tell you who picked the map, but I can tell you that it is going to be our Process map. Does this change your mind on anything? Do you think this caters to one team or particular style at all for these two teams?
Process is a bit more of a pug map. When teams are newly formed, you think, what's the easiest map we can go to? It's your staple maps like Gully and Process. You know, Sunshine. I would argue Sunshine is a bit more nuanced, a bit
Oh,
more practice. Oh, is it started or is it
no.
crashed?
This is a pause, I think. So I guess we've literally started the game, and then we realised, wait, bloke is having a cigarette right now. We need to quickly pause. So I guess we'll just wait for these gamers. But it does mean that we're going to start relatively soon. Once the pause is finished.
Bloke's just finishing his pint in the pub, and he'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, Mac has ordered shots at the bar, and he's like, "Well, we got to finish these. We've got to.
Just a bit of extra fuel. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm pretty sure Sunshine lends its style to being a bit more tactical. I mean, you might see a couple. You've been around long enough to probably see some of the similar tactics, but I think it's easier to get away with being more chaotic on a map like Process. It's it can be a bit quicker, whereas Sunshine can need to be a little bit more methodical about where your positioning is, where your strategies need to play out. So that's why I'm not sure about this first map. I think if the Pirates are going to defo take a map, it'll be Process. But I'd like to see Aragosta take Sunshine because if we have 4 teams in the playoffs, I think both of these teams have a fair shot of making that fourth seed.
Yeah, the ETF2L, I guess, ear to the ground. It's a lot of people think that it's these top 3 dogs, which is the My Project team, the Frenchy team, and the Witness team. They're all going to be battering for the top spot, and then the next lot, which is Aragosta, the Bloodsail Buccaneers, and the other team escapes me now.
That would be Pint Gaming.
Yes, Pint Gaming. How could I forget? But they're all like chomping at the heels to see who's going to come last. And I think honestly, every single team, I don't think there's an easy weak one. You can't just lump or give someone the prize of like, okay, you're the bad team for the season. Get ready to get trumped every day. I think even some of these teams here could definitely cause upsets with those top 3. And I just want to mention that that storyline could kind of get disrupted. But what do you think, Josh? Am I talking shit, or do you have the same sort of opinion?
I don't think you're talking shit. I think it comes down to if teams can actually, adapt. Like Witness have been playing the same style where they just play around Thomas and he just sort of takes in charge of the game, but no one seems to decide to actually shoot him when he runs into a choke point. He can just run forward, dish out 200 damage, get his soldiers the freest bomb of their lives, but no one seems to adapt to it. And I'm hoping that the Frenchies or even my project will start punishing that kind of style a lot more. where they can actually realise, oh, but
Okay.
we'll cross that bridge when we actually get to a witness game, because right now this team's look like we're back in. Well, we're DMing now, but hopefully we'll be
Yeah,
back
yeah,
live.
we've unpaused, so ipto facto, the game should be underway relatively soon in STV land. Prepare for HUDs to be broken and meters to be running a bit shy, but who knows? It might kickstart again. But if you're just joining us, this is our ETF2L 6v6 Season 50 coverage. It's week 1. It's Aragosta versus the Bloodsail Buccaneers, and all of this is lovely powered by Manco Store. I hope you've got that link ready and open, Josh, because they've been giving out some lovely cash to our Premiership gamers to see who can win this season, and yeah, it's money on the line. All right, we started. We're clicking away. Mac is rolling out, and nobody's missing a beat. Davies even roll out. We all hit our rollouts. It's all happy days. And the first thing I'm seeing on mid, 2 soldiers launching straight on top of the crates. They're just going to get some initial spam in, and, well, let's see how they respond over on Aragosta. Already pressure onto Eon, very low, brought down. First frag of the mid, and it's a medic frag. It's got to hurt the soul for the poor pirates. And Blow can't even catch a break, has to deal with Varnu by going down as well. Simple TF2 for the rest of Aragosta. Just keep the medic alive, lol. And Sail, we will go a bit bonsai on Davy, but it's all, for the grand scheme of things, pretty good for Aragosta.
Oh, I don't know if you've just seen the chat as well. A little bit of BM coming out as well post mid.
Oh my god.
Good, nice, strong mid early. Just really good coordinated damage, just taking the fact of like Eon was just sort of caught in no man's land, but they didn't capitalize much of their dual sort of double soldier fasts. They got in, did some good early damage, and then just sort of sat there. It allowed Varnu to get behind into sewers, get a free pick onto Bloke, and Eon just died from spam. Just a pretty good round mid actually from Aragosta.
Alright, so we've got a full Uber advantage here. The TF2 playbook tells me that they should win this out pretty easily with this Uber advantage, but let's see if they can pull it off. They have to take care of the sentry gun, check. Now we have to clear the stickies on the point, check. There's some point pressure. They do usher those soldiers out of their little hidey holes, but they have their Uber charge built in ready in time to actually get an easy defense over on the pirate squad. And yeah, now it's just about cleaning up and crossing the I's and dotting the T's, as Sia still left in heaven.
He's actually done a really good job with all the time he's bought, because he's allowed his spawners to get here, so there's no easy push out, so it's just going to be stalemate on last. Process, I mean, it's tried and tried again. It can be easy to push into this last, but Bloke and Sills actually did a very good job, like playing the positions well, playing the high ground, adjusting their bombs, not going at the same time. One first, one a couple of seconds after. It was a good hold.
Yeah, it does make me wonder if maybe Aragosta were taking their sweet time a little bit on second, but I guess we just wanted to get all our respawners in and go for more of those sort of confident starting Ubers rather than trying to race Eon. But
keep your eye on the Highlander main. He has brought out the Highlander strats already, and it's only 2 minutes in. But he did take spam. Just watch him. He looks like I'm guessing that's the cloak and dagger, because he's crouching really slow.
We're going incredibly slowly. He's going to switch out disguise. You're going to have to tell me what disguise is, because my TF2 is telling me Japanese right now, and I can't really tell the world. But he's looking more the sentry gun, it feels like, than he is at any of Eon.
I think he's weighing. Oh, he's
sapping the sentry gun. Where is the follow-up though? Usually if you go. But it's a little late, and nice little shot from Souls. And yeah, I guess the usual play is if you're relying on that sentry gun for keeping your medic alive, once you sap it, Eon is supposed to be a little exposed to these soldier jumps, but they just weren't really on the same beat here, Josh.
No, bomb came in way too late. I don't even. It's very hard to adjust it there. They were taking too much damage initially. When you have a spy on the cloak and dagger, you can even play it like, you're not really on a time limit there. You have time to play with, but now they've gone for. Should we see how many classes he plays?
I've got my bingo card already. I think
so
you guys should play along as well.
Yeah, I think this will be a good bingo game. He's on 3 classes already. I reckon he's going to play 5 by the end of this. But it's sniper versus sniper, Varnu versus Junior. We'll see who wins the duel.
Yeah, there's even classes within other classes, as Varnu does like to rock other things like, I think it was the Classic. I don't think he'll play the Classic this game, but, he's very much one for experimentation, Varnu, so should make for exciting gameplay. Aragosta still keeping Mac and company pinned at last, but are they really pinned? They're going to get their... Oh, he gets the pick onto Mac. That is a Demoman pick. That's a sizable advantage to actually do something with at this point. But
why? Oh, sorry. He's just like, he's got a great opening pick, and then it's just everyone's just forgot how to use their brain. Like the team hasn't tried to play around it at all. Varnish just ran into one by himself while there's a soldier staring at the door and just died. And then Juxta was trying to make space, which was like following up, but there was no soldier pressuring at all. Like, they're not playing around Varnu when he gets the pick. Like if the sniper rotates, you need to rotate at least a soldier so he can like have a trade frag if the sniper has to die. Because now you're just back into, well, there's a minute left and you're back exactly where you were. So now you're going into trade territory, which is even worse.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, maybe they're going for something similar like, pressure pot, where they just have a lot of things happening all at the same time and it's supposed to pressure out the poor pirates. But I think they're having a whale of a time here. They don't actually have to wait for the round reset. They can make this push out happen.
3 picks is definitely possible. Mackey's getting pushed hard in the PC, but if he gets the pack, he can get the trade. This is Trade City now for Juxta if he wants to. Oh, but they're giving up.
Yeah, they're giving it up. They definitely want to cancel here.
Yeah,
Bloke will get the pick onto Mackie though, and yeah, now it's just keeping it. They do have that reset ability. They never really capped the point, thus the timer never really bumped up. So they've only got 20 seconds here over on Dank's Uber. They use it now. They respond unkind over on Eon. It's a nice single Uber onto Juno, so Juno can do a lot more damage over on his Uber compared to. I say he can do a lot of damage. I don't see a single shot connecting, and Juxta, he's spending so much time inside. Finally his team is coming back in. It's getting very crazy. Davies on the point. Nobody's blocking the point. They finally get 2 souls onto it. It's one lowly little medic against the world, and oh, it's a shame because that was a push that wasn't really meant to succeed over on Aragosta. Is Dank actually going to do it? Oh no.
No, it's not getting there. I mean, yeah. I mean, you let it get down into trade territory, 5 minutes of just sitting there doing nothing. It's not really what you want to be doing with the time. I know it's only it's the start of the map, so you do have that time to play with, but you want to be taking a bit more initiative to try and get these rounds on the board. The trade was good. Davey had the perfect post position. No one saw him get into panic, but he didn't maximize on his position. He kind of went the long way around instead of trying to regroup with his team on top right and do the damage earlier.
Well, it's got to give the Pirates a bit of reassurance that they can hold last. They are confident and they can bring it to a round reset. That's a good tool in the arsenal of TF2 as we're going to another mid now. Let's see if any adaptations have been made. Mackie, we're kind of beefing our jumps a little bit. It's okay. Souls is going to show you how to jump, though. He goes right into the belly of the beast and the beast just gobbles him up. And, well, they bought much time. Varnu causing a lot of space and a lot of terror for the Pirates. They're all bunched up into corner, but devastating amount of damage could be made by these soldiers and Demoman. They've cut off the Juno, or is Juno cut off them? He's cut the head off and managed to completely sway them. Fancy footwork from that scout has just tiptoed all over the poor Aragosta squad.
That was a very nice clutch from Juno, going in on that, like getting juggled into 4 people, managing to survive with some really nice foot dodging, and then still getting a pick at the end of it. The initial positioning from Aragosta is so much better as well. Like Bloke is having no mids, he's just sort of stuck on low ground waiting for arrows.
Josh, the bingo card,
oh
Josh.
My god, no, but
get the bingo card out.
We've already seen him on this. We've already seen him on this class. It doesn't count.
No, but he needs to get a stab, or it doesn't count. Anybody can change class, man. I could play all 9 classes in within 2 seconds if I changed to them, but he's not had the impact that far. Nobody can sign off their card just yet, and he needs to get a spy pick. We've already got cap time. Oh, a nice bomb from Seer to keep off that scout, but Silves is in the power play position along with Bloke. This left door is so hard to defend against with 2 soldiers above, and just like that, it's the first round on the board for the Pirate squad.
I mean, I get the idea. He's going for the spy play. He's trying to think, it's high risk, high reward, but he's messed up for his team. Both Bloke and Silver still just takes a panic. Bully ball into spawn. TSC gets left on the man's out on the point by himself though. Varnu goes for a risky play and ends up costing us another round.
Well, we are just 1 round. There's 21 minutes left. There's plenty of time in FPS land. Bloke doing a fast roll out, just kind of a little pressure, a couple of little glove taps with the rockets, and they're looking to actually rotate onto the left hand side here. They'll set up Mac to maybe get behind, and Mac does get behind. well, Mackie, I should say. And yeah, we're just healing up on the opposing grass and just rotating. Rotating continues. This means Mackie's flank from all the way does not bear any fruit. Sylves is going to go in for the solo jump, but no follow-up whatsoever until Juno comes in and then does the follow-up death. And we're just taking our time. We're healing up on Aragosta and we're picking them off one by one, or should I say, Sail actually wins out the little skirmish fight, and then he sends himself behind as well. And during all that chaos, it does allow Eon to get out here, Josh.
A bit more of an adaptation this time. Oh, hang on, Sail's still in behind. Taking the 1v1 with Juxta, he should. Oh my god,
oh
Sail,
my god, why is he
Sail
still alive?
DM King! Oh my god, do not fight this man 1v1. What a guy, what a beast. I mean, there's been good. Hang on, I think they're still going to try and make space off the scout pick. They should be, because this is perfect for your soldiers now with that one scout pick. And there's no eyes IT. Mackie's getting him in for free. He's getting bullied hard though. I think he might have. He's not really lost a flank though. If they could actually get in, David just needs to press W. They can actually make something off this.
Yeah, they're just playing very careful, a lot more careful gameplay coming out of the Pirates compared to Aragosta. We're still in this sort of spam war, and eventually they will have to go back and reload. Davey brought down very low, but not quite chased upon over at Choke, and we can breathe now, Josh. Everything's calmed down for a second.
That was good effort, good try. There's a bit too much umming and ahhing though. They've got to either commit to like trying to get in and get this damage out to give Sia a good bomb, because Sia's bomb was horrendous. He literally just landed in the scout's face because there's not enough pressure. But if Davey actually presses the W key a bit more, he utilises the space in the ground he has on the process second, the Sia will have a much easier bomb. Bloke's very low. Mackie's also low.
Yeah, it's fine though. He's gone back to the waiting arms of, you know, the abyss. We don't know what's behind the fog of war over on the flank, so they don't really have the bravery. Vanu is like peeking a pinky toe out, but doesn't really want to commit in. And someone's going to have to commit in. Sia, thank you. He's going to jump in pie high in the sky, but goes down, and no real sort of pressure or follow-up from that sort of fake bomb. And it's okay. We're on mid. We're going to get that soldier back anytime soon, but in the meantime, we're going to mount up a defense for this mid.
It's the same again though, like they're trying to do a pressure play, but they're not pressuring how they should be. Davey is still standing in sewer doors, and he's not. I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to play the distance so he can do his long range stickies, but because he's messing himself up because he's standing in a doorway, so all the spam is landing in the door, so he keeps having to run back. He's just not dishing out enough damage with his position. He needs to be a bit more. He needs to follow Juxta a little bit more and utilize the space.
Yeah.
Because Vanu's getting in lower IT and Mackie's getting top IT, so the space on the flank is really good, but they're just not getting that enough damage to pressure. But Mackie is dead on the flank, so we're going to be probably waiting for another minute.
Alright, so we immediately mobilised over on the Pirates. We're looking at Choke, see what we could kind of fish out here, but I don't know what the plan here is, Mac. Yeah, they're just going to back out. It's really hard to kind of make this pushing.
Bingo card.
Oh my god, he's come back on Sniper. I think he's already done a decent amount of work on Sniper, so you can always kind of tick that off already.
Watch it, IT! Watch them. Look at this, double scout trade into mid.
They're right on top of
they
won't pass the sniper. The sniper could drop the medic, but Eon will pop off quite late, and Dank is brought down to quite minuscule health. There's a lot of multiing happening between both of these squads, and instead they want to come back and just kind of reconsolidate those flank classes that have been left behind over on Aragosta. They instead, though, okay, now they're going to ignore him. They're unaware that Mackie is behind. How much work can he pull onto his team? Not enough, I'm afraid. He's came in a little too late for my liking, and yeah, that means they're going to lose out on this mid over on Aragosta.
It's not only did he come in too late, he also came in completely unseen. Like, Mac didn't see him until quite late, so I don't know why he's not trying to make the most of it. You know, he could have even waited for them to stack up on the point and then gone for a bomb and with a sync rockets. I mean, Vanu didn't hit any shots as well, so that's also not helping the situation. But no one's also watching positions. Sills is in on the flank for free. Shut down pretty easily. Dank's okay. Gun's gonna go back up and it'll just have a normal last hold.
So Vanu's gonna get a bit creatively brave, as obviously the pick does allow him to do that. No great punishment. Sail humouring the idea of going back for a sniper, but instead they're gonna go cookie cutter over on the Pirates. And yeah, what is the plan here for the Pirate squad? They must have something up their sleeve. They can't just sit here on second and expect a mistake to be had.
I'm hoping the wealth of experience. I mean, Varney's quite aggressive in lobby. He's got more support this time, though. Backs out nice and in good time. Playing around it quite well. Silves is in. Pretty free ball onto Dank. He gets a force. Oh dear,
nice.
oh dear. It's just a chain reaction now. This is like that mid pushing all over again. Just no one's watching the doors effectively enough, and they're just getting in for free. That's 2 times in a row. Last time they lost mid, so this time they could lose the round.
All right, but it does require Eon and company to actually convert off their Uber advantage now. Obviously, they're going to wait for Silvez, and he's going to be back now. But they're going to set up a full fat sort of disad defense over on Aragosta, so expect sentry guns in goofy places and all that. They popped in, and already we're dealing with the goofy sentry. He's going to be taken out, and Vanu already waiting in heaven. That's another class, by the way. And we're already blocking point before there's real sort of point pressure. Everybody has to go into spawn, though, and everybody going into spawn at the same time doesn't allow somebody to block it. And it's fortunately Juxta was there just to block the point at the last millisecond of that capture, and it baits all the rest of the Pirates in because they just really wanted to finish that round right there, right then.
Oh my god, that was so clutch from Juxta, man. Everyone was in spawn and it was like pixels away from being capped. Vanu, you know, bingo card, that's his 4th class of the game already. This one he got a kill with, so, you know, he's already having good impact on the heavy. They're going into mid though already. Sia's trying to make space. A good hold already, nice and spread out. Sia's getting absolutely mulched. But then Blow gets mulched by the counterplay from Vanu. Vanu lives, Sia's following up. Oh, what a rocket from Sia! And one rocket from Mackie! Oh my god! Airshot City from these boys.
But you got to give credit to the rest of Aragosta there. They really played to play off of each other's sort of weak moments and strong moments, just kind of covering each other's backs. One person was knocked down, but another shields him from the follow-up and the overextension, and they don't even have time to set up a sentry gun. They've lost the demo man. Mac is in tatters all over on the floor, but they haven't captured second point quick enough to really make use of this Uber charge. But with Mac going down, this is surely still an opportunity for Aragosta. Blow jumps in, he jumps out, just getting some pressure out, and, you know, just kind of keeping the presence there over on that last point. Sia's going to send a nice rocket jump towards the medic, but not really a nice set of rockets to follow it up. Juno overextends. They waste so much time over on Aragosta that the Uber charge come in from Eon.
Oh no, Mackie's on the backup! Mackie's gonna get it! Mackie goes broke on last!
Nobody's there!
I don't want... No. Right. Okay. That round is not really deserved, because Davey...
You heard that in ETF2L? Take it back!
Listen, Davey needs to really have a wake-up call and see what he was doing. That like, they got Mac. Sure, the Sil was blocked a little bit on the cap, but the cap was fine. Davey stood with Stiggy's on the right spawn instead of the point, so none of his team could cap the point, and he was watching them for 15 seconds, and no one died to his damn Stiggy's on the spawn. Just sticky the point. That's what you're meant to do. That's how you win the game.
Alright, but it's okay, it all ends well, happy ending, you know, happy forgiveness as we are going to our 3rd mid. We're already bunching up on grass right inside. That soldiers are in for the Pirate squad gameplay. Mackie revealing himself and immediately revealing himself to the respawn queue. Dank is also going to go down as well. The scouts have just been let loose on this mid here, Josh, and everyone's dead, and what's worse, Eon isn't.
It was quite good mid. They adapted well on the Pirates, watching them try to like bunker on this right side. Silves and Bloke instead of feeding into them, you know, they played the space on the map, pushed Dank and Vanu and Juxta into a corner, and Davey, and just crushed them. Good mid.
Eon has an Uber charge ready and waiting. They've got a lowly level 1 sentry gun to deal with going into this last push. Bonham's going to keep it alive that little second longer, playing kind of, you know, a bit spicy for my liking, but he's going to come back now onto the scout class. Already getting that early kill onto Juno. This is a nice defense start for Aragosta, but, you know, let's see if we can actually hold on to the point. Bloke kind of... Oh, actually, Silver's going back. They do lose Eon during all of that now.
Watch out, Sail on the last point. Oh, no, he has been seen. He has been spotted.
Juxta, he's on the case. He's really point conscious, this guy, and he probably rightfully so. It has been the reason that they've been kept in the game here over on Aragosta's, because nobody's been watching the point. So It's okay. You're over on Mac's squad, you're brushing off the dust, and you're just thinking, it's okay, lads, we can just have a crack at it again. They do have Uber charge over on Dank, but are they really going to push out, Josh?
They are pushing
Oh
out.
my
The
God.
Uber has already come out, but Davies jumped so far deep, but the scout speed manages to
Eon!
catch him. But there's a double back cap. Eon dies. Two lads
Yeah,
back
two back
on the
cap,
last.
two soldiers,
Sails are
they've
both
sent
weak.
two players
Sails are
back,
last
another
as well.
scout has
Sails
gone
are
on
last.
times 2 frags, times 2 rounds.
That was a good heads-up play from the soldiers and Sail. Like, you know, they instantly recognise that that Uber is just going to tunnel the combo of the pirates. So what's the only thing you can do? Just go for a triple back cap. I mean, both of the soldiers were low, but they did enough damage to Sail to just come in 2 shots, 2 kills, nice and easy.
The story of this process so far seems to be this tunnel vision and the Uber charges. It's lost 2 rounds now, and who's going to learn the lesson first as we go to our 4th mid? And earlier adaptations, we're still playing it cool. Nobody really showing their hand immediately. If Silvers is going to go for Pie High in the Sky, focusing on Davey. And Bloke, a nice follow-up, but he will go down. But that's a Demo Man down. Mission accomplished, maybe. The 2 scouts, they're charioting up. We actually have Mac kind of pretending he's Lucas. He's not, and he will go down. And
Mackie's behind Eon right now. Mackie's
my
right behind
God.
both of them. They're
3
crushed.
kills.
So
Oh,
much damage.
no, I thought he surfed it.
Lovely flank from Mackie towards the finish. The mid off, beautiful. But Silvers is
Oh,
not hiding, is he here?
This is awkward. Okay, it's fine. We'll just pretend that never happened between the 2 soldiers. And yeah, they do have to go back from mid, however, over on Aragosta. But it's a shame. They had such a nice coordinated soldiers to get that early Demo Man pick, and then they just respond in the most caveman scout manner I've ever seen.
Yeah, unit lost. Just got decimated on the high ground, and Mac kind of stopped focusing the high ground. He actually walked over the mid because he saw Dank isolated, so the tunnel vision, but he didn't hit anything. Dank just pretty much just pressed A and D and dodged everything, and then just lost. You know,
we're
Uber's
in.
coming already.
Yeah, we've used the Uber charge. Crits Krieg, though, bubbling away for Eon potentially. Laser beams expected. They will fade now, and here come the lasers. We will take out the heavy weapons guy. Juxter is playing World War I. He's hiding in the bunker, and those soldiers can go into the sky against the vicious future laser beams. And Davey, we're hiding on a trap. We're going back to last. We're doing what we do best, going straight for the point. It's not going to work this time, Josh.
I mean, they should have. Davey definitely had the chance to live there because now the mid is also lost. If Davey just lives, that's 6 alive on mid. Oh, Varno's on the classic against unit.
I can't believe it. Bingo card. Get your bingo card out right here.
Max isolated. Max caught in no man's land.
See us brought down. So much spam going into choke. Juxta might get picked off as well. It's a miracle that everyone kind of got out of there, but they will get the stack onto mid. And Varno's still hiding him forward. And, well, he's got the classic still. He could still make this body shot happen onto Eon.
Has he got off crits, or is he still? He's gone on to Ruber now, so I don't. Let's see if they have the heads-up knowledge to know that he's switched off onto crits. Oh, switched off onto Ruber, sorry. He's still there as well. Vanna's still there.
He's going, he's aiming in. He's in the right sort of sight line to potentially do this. I'm not sure if they know over on the Pirates.
If he peeks right now, no, Sails moves, he won't get
He
Sail.
needs more information. I don't think he's going to go anytime soon. Now that he knows he's in Surrey. Peeks out now. He had, I think, a brief look at Eon, but couldn't quite get on top of him now. Still peeking out. He's looking at Eon now. Varno just needs to get the shot. He gets a big power play shot onto Eon, but doesn't quite finish him off. They use the Uber charger during all of that focus gameplay. I was watching Varno. They wipe over on Aragosta.
The classic doesn't do less damage when it's fully charged, does it? With the body shots?
I thought it would do 150, but
Yeah,
you know, maybe I need to hit the wiki. You know, I'm out of control. I'm out of touch. As we are basically ransacking the last point. There's just too many bodies, and that is 3-1 for the Pirate squad. And yeah, they've got their cushion here back.
There was too much. Like, so you were right with what they were trying to do. We're trying to find information for Varnu. However, they're doing the same thing again. They're tunneling. And they're not paying attention. Mac peeked in from sewers, did 100 damage with 1 sticky to 3 people. Bloke came into IT, lower IT, completely uncontested, and just 1 rocketed Dank. Then Mac got another kill on the side, and they just got domino affected like that.
All these plays of Varno seems to be choking out poor for Aragosta. But it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new mid. We still have time technically, and we start off with Bloke jumping in. He's going to get gobbled up, and Mackie, he's doing a lot more damage and work in comparison. Easy for the scouts to pepper off and get that medic kill. And Dank, he's in the safe arms of Sewer behind Juxta. Everyone's going to be hitting this Sewer though. It's a party, and you're all invited. Junu will be the first one to slap out unconscious onto the sofa. Souls is actually going to take a Dank arrow. Pardon my pun and sail. Well, I don't think there was any chance that kill was going to happen.
Coming in. Oh, he hits the pogo.
Oh, Jesus, that was a bit close.
Right. We had this moment last time. Eon, I imagine he's already on the crit streak.
Yes, he is.
He is already on the crits. Last time, Vanu decided to roll out as heavy for this last push. You know, so by the time they came in, he hadn't taken any space. He just waddled into a tree, into a crits and died. This time he stayed on scout, and they've used intro 1 already. Davy's trying to chase it into 1. The crits is already at 85%. They've only killed Stilbs, and they've lost Mackie for this. The crits laser beams are going to be coming in a second turbo tab.
Yeah, I don't think they even have to use the crits technically. I think they could just chill, but yeah, they target acquired. They use the crits on a lowly Vanu. They really want to hate that guy, and Juxta is going to get baited out here as he wants to go for the tunnel vision kill onto the scout, and yeah, it's just too fragmented. How are you supposed to play the map when 50% of it is lit up by a crit?
I mean, it's experience showing right now more than anything. So Mac, Eon, Sail, you know, all these, the Pirates have played last holds enough. Vanu's already back on Sniper. They've played the last holds enough to know how to hold against these teams. And Aragosta's lack of experience on converting last points is really showing. They go in, they get an Uber, they lost Mackie, but they got Silves. But they're just standing still. They're not trying to follow up on the damage. You know, they're not thinking, right, let's just commit and go for it and see what we can do with it. Or shall we just get out, cut our losses and try again? It's 2 times in a row they've happened there, and 2 times in a row they've gone away from the enemy team's last, and now they're already nearly back on their last.
Do you think it's the whole Vanu juju? Do you think it's just Vanu kind of going to his team like, hey guys, I've got this, just chill, 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 chill. My wacky kooky class is going to show up results any second now. They Uber in, by the way. They're just going for an NA Uber. They just really want to get the second point. And that does mean they have opportunity.
Oh my god, Dank's got behind. Silver's got the big flank onto Dank, 97%. Oh my god. Heartbreak after heartbreak. Juxta gets rolled by Sail and Juno as well. It's just experience showing. I knew this was what I was kind of expected to see on this map anyway from the Pirates. But there's so much lack of experience showing on Aragosta now as the game's progressed quite deep. I don't think Varanu's helping them at all, really. He's played Sniper. I'm actually going to be very curious to see his damage output. You know, when you see that, see what his timer on the Sniper played as well, because I'm almost sure it's the same time as Scout, and it's very, very lackluster. You know, if you're trying to do like a nubby impression, he's doing it really, really wrong.
It doesn't even feel like it hasn't been like a complete wipe on these mids. They've had opportunities over on Aragosta, but they just seem to kind of have the wrong sort of game plan or trust in the methods. But this is just map 1. We can't possibly lose it now over on Mac and Company, as it is a 4-1 over the 2-minute timer. But we still got Sunshine to play, and now we're just kind of playing log mode, if you know what I mean, Josh. We're kind of lacking coordination. We're just jumping in. What's going to get me the nicest stats right now?
Yeah, we absolutely are. But again, this is another mid that has gone Aragosta's way. Bloke in with a big bomb behind a huge rocket at the Vanu. He's down to 10 HP. They might actually, you know what, if they still win this mid, no, I think they're progressively going to hold S back onto second now.
Oh, but Davy's back, so maybe now, possibly. The Scout is being left pissing in the wind. Juno's finally going to get the kill despite pissing in the wind, and Davy's also going to go down. Sail is just going full W, and, well, it's just a forced Uber out of Dank. They have got an Uber charge in Eon. Eon just kindly just responds just to be polite, and yeah, we haven't even capped up mid. That's just how much log round we're getting into.
Yeah, this is just pure logs at the minute. I'd like to not see it be a 5-1. You know, if it's a 4-1, you can walk away with a 4-1 and think to yourself, you know what, it's alright. But they're actually coming back into second back caught in no man's land.
Oh my. Well, I mean, we're just going again, log round. There is no sense. There is no game sense at this point. We are just pressing W's, and we are hopefully getting numbers. But we got 1 minute, one agonizing minute left here, despite the fat lady singing her lungs out. But, you know, let's see if Silvers can get a nice frag. Peter does still use these frags, by the way.
Of course he does. He's been banging out those legacy videos at the minute.
Oh yeah, he's had the week off apparently. Mac has got the parachute, his most hated unlock at the moment. That will go down, and yeah, 50 seconds left.
Do you know what? Overall, even if Aragosta actually make this 4-2, that's actually still a saving grace, because if Aragosta can take the next map in a comfortable fashion, the round difference even pays a lot of its time. The round difference can pay a lot towards playoffs.
Oh, come now, Josh. When is the last time ETF2L have had to dust off that rule to actually see who got into playoffs?
You never know what is possible. It's early days in this season. Dank even stole the minigun off Ian and got another Ruber there in the last 10 seconds.
Oh wow.
Come on. He's not sticking the point again, so his team's juggling around like crazy, but they've got 2 kills. And nice oh, wait, I spoke too soon.
Who's hitting their shots here?
Oh,
it seems it doesn't matter about hitting shots. We've just hit the point. It will be a second round on the board, but I think both teams are pretty happy with this. I think Mac and those lot are just saying like, well, we're not even trying, guys. Keck. But and over on Aragosta, they're like, yeah, they're ending on a high, guys. Well done.
Aragosta have a lot of work to do. There was multiple chances then because the mids they had were actually quite strong. I'm pretty sure they won most of the mids, and the mids they won were quite convincing. Eon was getting caught on a lot of the mids, and they were able to push last with, I'm sure it was 3, possibly 4 full ad last pushes. 2 of them they pushed in and did nothing and died to a crit's laser beam, and then 1 they should have had it, but Davey went the wrong way out of panic. He did get like 3 kills towards the end, but it was at the cost of his team dying so much. Like, whereas if he rotated the other way in panic, he could have regrouped to his team quicker, nuked the heavy, and potentially won the round of his team, because just off the numbers factor alone. But
well, speaking of numbers factors, Josh, I've got the most perplexing log for you here. I want you to just like bust open wide this log and just kind of scratch your head a little bit along with me, because these numbers don't make sense. We've got obviously the scoreline ended in the 4-2, but Eon ended up with more deaths. Mac has actually got the lowest damage out of everybody in the server, despite winning on Demo Man. And Varnu has actually got the most damage on his team, despite playing all these weird classes at a constant rate and playing like, a security camera at one point on Spy. And
I mean, he was also playing security camera on Sniper as well. So
yeah, but he must have got enough
much
security points here because he's got the damage in. And yeah, obviously Sale is having the whale of a time because it's just a chaotic game that's going absolutely on its head. What is this log?
I mean, this is kind of what I expected from Sale. It is pretty good for a guy who hasn't. I don't think he's played much for him. It's not his first season. This one.
No. I think he played with Mac's previous team on the Skeda.
Yeah, so he's definitely the one you want, a powerhouse for this team.
Maybe he might be just the LAN. Actually, I think maybe this might be his first season. Stand corrected. Keep me correct here, Twitch chat. But I think Sales definitely played with Mac and company at LAN. But I'm not sure if he's played a season. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. It is strange. I mean, if you're playing that much off-classing and you getting to do all this. I mean, don't take me wrong. Vanu had some good plays during some of the transition periods when Sia was making space. He was following up quite well, and they were playing off each other quite well. However, 8 minutes of Sniper, you've got 29 AC, and you've only done 1,000 damage. At what point do you think I'm being more of a hindrance to my team than a help? I've put them in compromising positions. My med's getting dropped. We're getting really bad Ubers. But then again, it's not just him as well. I can't be placing all the blame on him. The lack of experience from these players shows, because no one's checking even the basics. No one's thinking Sia shouldn't be absorbing the heals from his combo when they're trying to make transitional plays. So like the choke one was a great example where there was 4 people in the choke trying to spot for Varnu, and Max just walked in for free. Whereas if Sia's gone to the flank or just even standing in the sewer door, he spots that. They got all the information they need. Varner gets free shots and might even could go a different way. It's the same on the last holds as well. Like Sia's not playing in the top right position with his combo ready to block the point. He's kind of like jumping around, a bit caught in no man's land at times.
Well,
it's a bit rough.
if we put the logs away for just a moment here, Josh, and talk about like team psychology and the impacts of just like switching out players and all this, Varno is kind of the most gilded player on this squad. Am I right? Do you think that has a negative aspect to this team? Do you think you much prefer the Aragosta of the last season, where they just stick to what lessons they've learned over a small time? Or do you think they should be listening to Varnu and just treating him like this god gameplay thing that they need to center all the gameplay around?
I wouldn't be treating him like a god gamer when he doesn't have anything to like. I mean, if it's Highlander, maybe it's different. But in this, I would say no. I would say definitely listen to him for his like if he's got strategies and everything to play with. But if you're relying on him to hit the shots on sniper, I would say maybe run him on heavy instead.
Well, we've got Sunshine now. It is that methodical map you were talking about before, and ironically enough, Aragosta is looking a little less methodical than the Pirate squad. So does this mean ipso facto the Pirates should sail away with this?
I see what you did there. I can appreciate a dad joke.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
I mean, this comes down to a mental factor now. You've lost some easy last pushes that could have been converted. Let's see if the mental can be really strong coming into this map for Aragosta, or will they just crumble and just get 5-0'd?
All right, guys, channel your mental energy. Send it towards Aragosta. As we're going over to our second map, it is ETF2L 6v6, Season 50, Week 1. It's Aragosta versus the Pirate Squad, I'm going to call them, just to keep it simple. And we're off already, launching 2 soldiers pie in the sky. We hate Eon, and we hate Eon badly. But we won't get the Eon kill, I'm afraid. We're just going to dance around them just enough. But both enemy combos doing a solid job of keeping each other alive. But we hold down the scoreboard, Josh. We see we have less players over on Aragosta, and we back.
Good bomb, actually, from Sia and Maki. It was just a shame they missed out on Eon. He managed to just get into Cafe in time, but the strategy behind what they were doing was good. Givanu was playing very well after space. They just missed out on the Eon frag just like a little bit, but that mid could definitely work if they time it just a little bit better.
Okay, so now we're in the hot seat. Juno's going to punish Maki for playing too close on this right-hand side, and that's a soldier pick in.
Yeah, I haven't even got the gun up yet. The gun's only just going up, but this side's completely open, and Sylv's already trying to take a full advantage of that.
Okay, Sylvs is in. He's got another soldier as well, so it's 2 soldiers spamming away at this sentry gun. My god, is he desperate to keep it alive, though, and will manage to do so with the help on Manu on Pyro. By the way, another class added to the bingo card.
Didn't play Pyro last map, though, so we're still only on 4 classes played for him.
Oh, right, we're trying to beat it per map. I thought we were going for per match. Okay.
No, per map.
Too easy.
It needs to be on 5 this map.
Alright, okay, let's see if we can beat our high score. But Mac and company, they seem pretty comfortable in just going for cookie cutter when it comes to busting their last plays. Is this the way to go, Josh? Or are you kind of sad that they're not taking advantage of all these off classes?
No, I think it's definitely the way to play. They know they've got the experience side, and they're definitely better at taking space. Like, look at Junior or Sail, he's already busted in and taken it for free. Bloke's got into the spawn door. Sail did catch a pipe, which was a bit unlucky, but there's still a lot of damage. Davy's down to 10. The Sia's going in on the flank.
Mackie's behind as well from Dungeon, but won't manage to make his way back, and Parnu just holding the W key. It's my pubs all over again, and well, we're back outside. No risk, no real reward.
He's watching. Oh, we got blinded! He got blinded in the dungeon. Luckily, no one was there to follow up. If Juno had peaked dungeon, then that would have been a kill on the Pyro.
You see the damage numbers still, don't you, if you're on demo? So you probably could have called that, got the kill, but hey ho, what can you do?
Yeah, Mac was on balcony and Juno was in dungeon, so that's. Oh, no, sorry. Varney was in dungeons, so he didn't see it.
All right, what have you got cooking for me? They actually are going for an off class now. Sail has rocked up on the sniper class, and let's see if they adjust. I'm not sure if they're aware that he's on sniper, but they should maybe see a dot coming around the corner. Yeah, there we go. So they definitely know he's in play now, and can be pretty hard on sniper. There's only really one ideal place to go as sniper on this map, and it should be obvious to the rest of Aragosta, and they should adjust wisely.
Dank's playing in quite a comfortable position as well, but Sail wide peaks. Dank needs to not get juggled forward. Sail's quite deep. Oh, Dank's actually playing it really well. Yeah, that's actually well played from Dank. He realised what was going on. I'm sure the last time I played Witness in a mix, this is what the holds that they're doing as well. Vanu actually gets picked. Ooh. That's actually so huge on this.
Oh my god, Sea's gone down as well.
Lobby. Oh, the
oh no, they just need to stop pressuring from all sorts of different doorways now. They're going for the sentry gun. They know there's no pyro to defend it. Soldier and Demoman will take it out. Mackie is the only one holding the line here, but Souls gets past the line, and it's just way too much of a pressure cooker. Dank has to use the... because there's just things happening on the left, things happening on the right.
He didn't need to. He literally popped for nothing. Like, Mackie was dead. There was no saving him.
But the stress, Josh, it's scary. It's scary, Josh.
And now the Ubers come back in for the Reds. Turbo, I think this is spell in the end.
Yeah, they've already got Souls right up in there. Actually, gets gobbled up pretty quickly. They're losing a lot of frags, and we're beefing a lot of damage, and we're going to go down here, Josh, despite having a full fat Uber charge. They just go into the base and just tank it out.
Oh my god, can they catch Eon as well? Is this going to be very well played? I don't know how they did that. That was actually really well played from Dave. He just spawned and killed 2 people instantly. I'm really surprised they couldn't convert that round, just instantly get a scout on the points, but hey ho.
Alright, we're pushing into mid. We have Uber advantage, but we don't have Uber quite yet, so they could maybe do some spam play, but not enough bodies really to support this mid play. We're just going to float around choke, see what sort of wall damage we can get, and then maybe we might back off the second now. But if they get caught by an Uber, it's going to hurt. Eon already positioned though. I don't think they'll get caught with this Uber charge. I don't think they even have to use here over on Aragosta.
I want to see Aragosta use the speed now, because they know this is huge ads. They should know they should be trying to take last already. The Dank is trying to get them into position. Are they going to try go dungeon or anything? Come on, boys, time's dwindling.
Yeah,
we're
taking a bit our time. We went through the doorway, which was a bit unsavory and unsafe. They have to buff more people. Too many people pushing doorways when they're trying to make a push. My scouts, man, what am I supposed to do? Says Dank.
Already that. There's no way they didn't. Oh wait, no, they've lost the Uber completely. Vanu has gone in and fed. They're trying to do a dry push on this left side, and now they're just going to back out.
I think.
Ah, that's disappointing. That's really disappointing. That's like a team. That's someone maybe had doubt and thought it isn't ads. Like maybe Dank thought it was closer than it was, because there was still 60 ad there when they had taken second points. That was really slow.
I mean, this is safe. This is basically, you know, those sort of disaster moments where you think it's major ad and you pop in and then they just get it the last second and you have this disastrous counter Uber. I think they're just playing it safe. Nothing wrong with that. They do have them at last now, though, and they're now relying on Vanu, on the sniper.
There it is.
On the bloke.
Class number 3. Class number 3.
That's still one pick, though. They get the sentry gun.
Let's see if they've going to play it a bit better now, because they've got a pick. Mac's on loose cannon as well. That's actually really good for this right side hold. Eon's playing the exact same spot as Dank. And Mackie, they're playing much more around the sniper this time, so it's much better already.
Yeah, Vanu still holding that line and can't quite find anyone to snipe with it. And yeah, it's just another sort of reset defense for Mac and company.
They didn't have Juxta with them on that left side though, so they're taking space with Mackie, but they need your pocket scout to be also coming in to to bully the demo back, because the scout can get out for so much easier. So bit of mispositioning there. Varney's going for this slow wide peak. Oh my god, he almost dies as well.
Yeah, I think they just have trust that Souls is on the case and they don't really have to worry about it too hard. Vanu, again, trying to pick for a roaming soldier, but I don't think Bloke is going to give him the opportunity. He's just playing it low and he's going to play a bit more reactive rather than proactive.
I was trying to find that pyro for ages. The pyro's standing in the sentry gun.
Oh right, I was wondering why you were complaining. I was like, why does he want to scout there as well? How many people does he want watching this left hand side?
No. I was on about when Blue were pushing in.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But now we're in the situation again where you got 2.5. This is exactly like the first round on Process where Varney got a pick, but they didn't do anything off it.
Mackie,
Mackie's
he's in.
for...
Sia's in. The sentry gun is also in, and it will push out to these two soldiers.
Oh my god, this is turning into a chain. Varney's down to 10 HP. He just lives with blokes on a big flank.
Oh,
he's not been
right on top
spotted.
of Dank. Oh, actually gets must have took a pipe or something. Lost a lot of damage really suddenly there.
I think he might have been the pipe from Shutter. I don't think Bloke hit that rocket for 100 damage. But he was very lucky because one rocket from Bloke there and that is a drop. But they should know now this is a soldier pick. This is perfect time to go left side again, but take Juxta with you and you can actually pressure Mac out much more efficiently.
Yeah, they're just rotating these soldiers, throwing out the cannonballs, very annoying. And if you're Vanu, you must be a little ticked off. I think it's very hard to kind of play a sniper in this position. Look, he's even just committing in, hoping he can find the line past the soldier spam, but will go down. But it's okay, this is another time for another square on our bingo card.
This is where I think two soldiers with more experience than Mackie and Sia would have realised what Eon is doing. So Eon, when they did the double bomb from lower, they got in for free. Their bomb was so free, and they saw where Eon's position was. So two soldiers with a bit more experience here would be thinking, well, we could just do that again, but we know where the medic's holding. They've not tried it since. They've not realised that Eon's playing like on the floor, sort of around the left side of the point. So if you can get high enough, it's definitely easy to pop.
Yeah, well, they will run cookie cutter. There's a minute left, and Varnu's just going for the classic kind of waltz in and see if he can get a kind of scout div onto somebody, but doesn't really work out.
Nope, down to 50 seconds, so we're going into Trade City territory now, and it's probably going to be... You can't even go top right into this Pyro, because the Pyro's just going to bully them out. It's best chance they've got is to try to go left and use as late as possible, but we'll see what happens when Varnu's back and they're all buffed.
You know, I have some ideas, but I feel like my credibility will be lost immediately upon spreading these ideas. So we're going to just go for an Uber push instead. We've used really early. We're spamming out the sentry gun. We just popped very early on Eon because we just don't want anybody to like lose out on their health or life or whatever. Maybe a bit early for my liking, but hey ho. Mackie going in for a kind of a flank jump onto Junu and Eon, but doesn't quite work out. Scout on the point, and he will kill out the Pyro. He will get a health pack, so he can still commit to this fight. Will go down, but it's okay. It's overtime. It's a stalemate.
It's a stalemate, and back to mid we go. I mean, I did like Aragosta's initial plan for the last mid, so I still have... I've got quite high hopes for them for this mid, actually. If they can execute that mid strategy a little bit better, secure the frag on Eon, or even just secure it on Mac as well, they can definitely open up the map for Davey.
Takes a lot of confidence, though, for these two soldiers to do the exact same play last time. It's like, this time we'll just hit our rockets, guys. We will definitely do it, but we'll see if they stick to the guns here over on Aragosta. And Bloke starting us off with a little bit of spam, but instead we're going to hunk the enemy Tetris here on both sides. So no backing out for either of these squads. Whoever dies, dies. And oh, nice little skirmishers being taken out by Aragosta. Bloke is so low and nobody really knows he's there. He's actually going to get the easiest med pick of his life. When is the medic bomb the soldier rather than the soldier bombing the med?
And last but not least, Mac goes down. That was a good mid from Aragosta. They took space. They're doing really good at isolating Bloke by bullying him out back into his own choke. The problem is they just lost sight of him when he came back in for the re-push when Silves bombed. And Silves got a really good bomb, actually. He landed just on the other side of the Tetris and it pulled so many eyes to him, so Bloke just capitalised off it.
Yeah, wacky has that will give them a bit of saving grace. They have got a bit of an advantage over on Dank, but I think during the chaos they won't be aware of that, so we're just kind of chilling over on mid. Aragosta in the driver's seat once more. What have they got cooked up?
I'm trying to see what Medigun Dank is on, but my Medigun is not showing.
It's just regular Mediguns all across the board.
No crits in play, but they don't. I wonder if they know they have 25.
No,
they do.
NA Uber going in. Beep beep as we will try and just get some frags, but look at the wonderful disengage by all of Mac's boys. They've just got out. This is not pirate gameplay. This is like a mercenary squad.
Oh, I need to see if this same heads-up play is going to be in place for Aragosta. They've got a lot of cap time. I don't think they're going to get the force out of Beyond. Oh, what a rocket from Mackie! What a beautiful force. And Juxta's in behind. Juxta might be caught in flowers. If Juxta lives, this is actually... that's unlucky.
They didn't even have to send a rescue party for him. They just let him die. But they could play off the respawners here. Silves is in. Davey is quantumly out. So he is just like dead to the world, basically. And Sail might overextend, might be punished for this. Sia didn't get the message or the memo, by the way, that they were going to completely back out of mid there.
I don't know if you saw Sills. He did the old school Shadowburn tech. He was really high in the sky, shot the rocket, and managed to use the rocket to prevent him from taking the fall damage. Really nice play to keep himself alive. That kind of thing helps him team control the mid. But they're coming back in with the Uber.
Yeah, they're jumping in.
Free bomb.
Yeah, and he's going to get out. He's bought... Oh, Sills! How dare you touch at my roaming soldier, as he just keeps him back and punished. And they've even got like a soft back cap going with Sills coming behind. That's 4 people brought back, and Sills keeps himself alive, gets the health back, draws more eyes. Mackie's overextended because of that play. Sail providing room. He's still alive here, playing in lobby. Nobody can shoot the man. He's invulnerable.
I can't believe Sail's lived that whole time on 10 HP for that 10 seconds. No one can hit him. Why are they going back into it?
They've got the Uber charge. They can click them and end their life at any moment. They finally click it now and they can chase this. It's a scout taxi all the way out though. We're trying to build Uber while we're trying to back out. Okay, we got a second point capture. All the respawners are back. The cap hasn't unlocked quite yet. Sticky's on point. Mackie keeping the point fresh away from these scouts and they're just towing the line. Mackie brought down so nice arrow by Dank, keeping everyone. Dank is being slapped.
Dank died.
He will go down. Heals advantage going in. It's going to happen. It's going to happen now for Aragosta, and the war of attrition just works out here. They will win the round over on the Pirates.
It was well played by Mac, buying all the time in the world. He just did a blanket of stickies, just sat there in the back, put a blanket down, didn't det, just watched the game unfold. Silves came in. They pulled 4 sets of eyes, hit Dank with enough damage to surf him in to the stickies that he didn't see, and just landed right on top of that spawn door. 1 kill turned into 4. A really good push. That was the experience. That's an experience push showing against the team without it.
Yeah, they probably held that. They forgot about the Uber charge. I guess there was a lot happening, a lot on their plates, and it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new mid. That is just one lowly round. Silv's right on top of Dank, and even gets a suicide kill onto Vanu as well. They just need to keep Eon alive, but that's a tall order, as he will go down, and 2 scouts left against 1 12 HP soldier. I don't need to tell you how that ends.
Yeah. Really lovely heads up mid from Sills. Once he saw that, the second he saw Dank moving towards that corner, that was his sick time to go. Landed on 2 clean rockets, had a lovely little fadeaway kill onto Varnu as well to protect Eon. It was just unlucky that it wasn't enough to protect Eon in the long run, but still good signs of life on these mids. But they're actually taking the fight on second, which is really good. I like this heads up play, knowing that the spawns aren't going to be there in time, so they're not going to be able to get stuck on last.
We're not running any crits Krieg on any of these players, so no one's feeling particularly spicy on this Sunshine map. And yeah, we just be chilling on mid. Let's see. It's really, gentleman's agreement should be the one who got that midpoint to kind of make the play here, as they have that respawn advantage. But, or I should say forward respawn advantage. And, well, what have you got cooked up for us, Mac? Is it another Silver's jump, perhaps?
Moving towards flowers now. Bloke is moving towards the cafe. I think it's just going to be a distract play with either a Silves bomb or a Bloke bomb. So keep your eye on the choke or cafe.
Well, Varnu's clocked where Silves is playing, so I don't think... Okay, he's jumping in now. And he just goes out for initial damage. He's not even going for the medic, so I think they're just going for some sort of pick play.
Watch dungeon. Sails are behind. I think they know, though.
Yes, they
but this is a dangerous
know, yes.
1v1 to take. Sails, this is like... Oh, never mind. 2v1. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, they're just playing it safe over on the Bloodsail squad. So Mac is ushering them to dare push choke. He's unaware that his flank has been caved in. Eon has got a soldier right on top of his bosom, and he has to pop his bosom. He will use up the Uber charge. They respond over with their own Uber. It should be pretty free sails here against the rest of the pirate squad, but they've actually lost a couple of casualties during all that chaos. Bloke is also still behind and drawing attention to them. So after that first initial Uber, there was really nothing.
The bloke back, oh my god, what a lovely meat shot from Sail, and that opens the door for Sils and Bloke to bomb in. Jux are caught in no man's land. Dank is able to live. Mackie is caught. Chain death after chain death, just one by one by one. This round, they probably won't stop there. They know how fresh these kills are. They're busting into top right early. Davies,
that was an overcorrection there. That was an overcorrection. I guess he knew that he would be rotating to the side. The other side was like wide open. I was like, I need to get over there immediately. But guess what class he's playing? Demo Man. He is a very vital tool for this last defense. He shouldn't have to put out those fires in those situations.
He shouldn't even be bombing in that situation. Just sit with your combo and like play as you were meant to. No need to feed away and give the last, but you have spawns on the way. Just all you have to do is buy time. That's the whole point of your stickies. Objectively the best class in the game. That's just poor. That's just poor decision making. You panic in the moment and you go for plays like that and you get called out for it or caught out for it.
Well. It is 2 rounds up on the board for the Pirates. They're looking pretty comfortable. There's 10 minutes left, so they can still kind of pull up their britches here over on Aragosta and still make this work. A bloke with a nice fancy little jump. It looks fancy. Is it actually doing any fancy damage? He just kind of does a small jump at the end, does a regular sort of damage. We're just playing regular cookie cutter low kind of style. Everybody's just playing the little skirmishes. They eventually just select the right targets at the right time and coordinate their shots.
A good pincer mid. They had one soldier roll out choke, the rest rolled out flowers. They just caught them when they were all moving towards that Tetris and got 2 kills straight away. Eon now with 100% Uber ad. Dank still hasn't spawned yet, so if they go in right now, this could be very bad.
Well, the crits is being whipped out for Dank, but I don't think he's actually going to have it in time ready for this last push.
Watch Vanu, let's see what position he's in. That's a very dangerous position as a
I guess high risk, high reward.
It is high risk, high reward, because look at the setup from the red team now coming in.
Oh
the Pirates,
my god, he drops down.
He drops down to lower.
Yeah, he just thinks like, I'm not being a part of this, but now he's just food for this scout. Oh, I say he's food for the scout. He actually instant minces him, and it does allow a little bit of a room for Aragosta to come back in, but there's just not enough bodies to really throw at the blob of Mac. And
Aragosta's ship is sinking fast right now. I don't think there's not much of a chance here right now. If they can get a good mid and they can pull some mental back, I think they'll have a chance. But right now, I think the mental is sinking, the experience is showing. I think it's just a slow loss.
Can you even play that quick with 9 minutes left? And especially judging how the Pirates have been playing, they're not one to scoff at playing a bit safer than sorry. So it might have to go pretty fast and loose here on Aragosta, but already this mid doesn't strike me as a fast and loose. Fast and loose is Sylves jumping in right on top of the medic, pushing Dank out, and now they just respond with their own sort of aggression over on Aragosta, and they don't really find too much with it. They're keeping Eon safe at this choke, and you sure they give up the mid, but they've got time on their side, Josh.
It's actually still fightable. It's not lost just yet. 3 versus 3, the projectile. In theory, 2 scouts versus a scout projectile does win this.
Poor Sail.
But Sail getting caught out. Vanu tunneling Eon though. Getting instigated for his troubles.
Oh, we
and
might have
Jugster gets a chain reaction. Oh, it's the chain feed, man. Why? I get it. There's 8 minutes left, but you don't need to tunnel the medic. And Bloke's in behind.
Bloke's in. He's right on top of the medic. Oh, it's a fortunate pop by Dan.
And he lives.
Yeah, not only lives, I think he's going to be able to come back in. And yeah, they just win by the Luigi method for the pirate squad there. They win by doing little of nothing.
Watch out for Sia right now. Sia's hiding in Cafe. He's going to get a nice easy kill on Sils. But it's still 100% Uber Adam. Vanu is just dead on the flank. Maggie's caught.
We're desperate.
Yeah.
We're desperate here. Davey is still
Well,
humouring the idea of looking out. Maybe he could fish a random kill here or there. 7 minutes left. I know it doesn't sound like it's impossible, but in these sorts of positions, in this sort of display so far, Mac is getting a bit more confident. He used the Uber straight away and already got the door on lockdown. Cap time and a bonus scout sort of flash to boot. They're all crawling all over Davey. How are they supposed to hold this last point? They're siling on them here, Josh.
do you remember that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where the Black Pearl and Flying Dutchman are fighting and there's a maelstrom in the middle? Well, right now, Aragosta is definitely the Flying Dutchman where it's going down, and the Maelstrom is Sunshine. And the Pirates are definitely the Black Pearl, just putting them in the bin.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well,
yeah, there's nothing really to say here. The mental's gone. 6 minutes left. I think they know it's over.
okay, so 4-0 on the scoreboard, 5-0 in our hearts. Hopefully, maybe it's still 6-0 in action gameplay. Mac going across the point will get immediately chewed up. That is a ticket to maybe some motivation in Motivation Town, as we are just training a piece, not the happiest sort of sales if you want to go with these pirate puns further. And just kind of pressuring, toying with their food. They know they're not even pressured to win here. Nice little air shot, but it's just not really gonna do much. They need to be winning hard and winning fast over on Aragosta, and they're getting neither.
That was a good little trade from Mackie. I don't know if you saw that. He got bullied into the air, got air shot by Bloke, then landed, stole the pack, and then managed to still trade out the frags. But, 5 minutes left, 4 rounds down. Pirates aren't pushing, they're just going to sit here comfortably. Varnu's just poking and prodding on the flank. I think they know that the Pirates aren't going to push, so Sia's going in for a bomb. Lands onto Eon, gets a nice force.
Okay.
But this is hold S. This is where you need to hold S. You don't need to be standing here making your Uber
Oh,
go.
nice rocket from Bloke finding Varnu, and they will pop off the Uber charge, but Juno just surfs the damage all the way back, and they can't really keep chasing. And well, what do you know? It's a double soldier back cap here again, as this time it's a Sunshine flavor. If Silver's even going to get the kill onto Juxta, it's such a difference between these two teams. They can't even win their skirmishes they're supposed to win.
Yeah, I mean, I had a feeling the soldiers on red were just going to be that much better, but I didn't think it was going to be that much of a difference. But the experience from Bloke and Silves is just shining so much more compared to Mackie and Sia right now. It comes with time, but obviously it's very hard when you feel like you're just dying all the time on soldier, and you feel like you're not having any impact. Your team's just falling over. It's very hard to feel like you can actually do anything.
Yeah, it is week one as well. They even haven't had a chance for both of these teams to flourish. Varnu, he's going to get picked off immediately. I guess he was playing for a close door gameplay, see if he could get an early pick onto someone. Doesn't work out. They just use the Uber. They just want to get some frags out here for Aragosta. And we're playing a bit sloppy over on the Bloodsail crew. And I guess it's, a little earned. 4 rounds up. It's okay.
Yeah, they know. I'm pretty sure they know that there's no time for them to win anymore. I'd like to see them, I don't want to see them give up completely.
Yeah,
It'd be
close
nice
it out.
if they could get around or something, just to try and get that, that mental flowing again, get a bit of happiness going in the mumble. But,
do you actually get happiness from those little kind of pity rounds at the end? If anything, they work the opposite for me.
Nah, not really. But it's still satisfying when you look at the end result and you see, okay, it wasn't flat. Oh, never mind. Sales made a 5-0.
Sale is sparing us 3 minutes of absolute dead time here. Bless this man. You know what? He's going to get my man of the match. It probably helps to boot that he had a wonderful process game and a wonderful Sunshine game as well. But he freed us. We're free, Josh.
I'd give the man of the match to the Red Soldiers. I think together they worked really well together. There wasn't much times where they didn't really do what they needed to do. Their positioning was on point. Their bombs were really well timed. I think they struggled a bit on the process mids, but elsewhere in both maps, they felt like they were real shining stars of this Pirates team. I mean, Sale's getting for lots of kills, lots of damage, but he's like just protecting Eon at the same time. Plus, he also has people just feeding into him. It's a bit different when you're playing a soldier and you can actually perform that well.
All right, Josh, there's nothing sadder in this world than looking at a 5-0 log, but we got to do it. So open your homework, turn to page 3, and tell me what you see on the page.
It's exactly what you expect, isn't it? Varnu's gone as negative as his soldiers have gone. There's just chain feeding after chain feeding. Honestly, it's just experience as well. Like, Mac doesn't even need to be putting out numbers. Mac could put out 100 DPM and his experience could probably still do much more.
Hmm.
Like, you saw it on process. Didn't you didn't really see him do much, but his experience still allowed him to play in the positions he needed to play and do what he needed to do in the last pushes. So that wins the game.
All right, Josh. Well, there's not many casts that we actually get to abuse your brain here. And should we give a bit of cheat sheets to Aragosta here? If you were guy, putting on your coach hat and you were just telling the boys like, "Listen, you gotta do this." What are these guys gonna do to get just that little bit better for the future games?
Process mids are good. The process mids are very good. They just need to learn the transitions a bit better. They need to pay attention to their flanks so much more. They're getting abused on flanks a lot. Like, letting the pirates run all the way to PC unseen, uncontested, and then get that kind of trade in onto mids. That should never happen. Like, that's the kind of thing you see in like Div 4, and it works. It shouldn't be working at this level. There should be someone with enough brain power to think, oh, my team's all looking at this place. I'll just go have a blank, make sure it's okay. It doesn't matter if you're
Hmm.
not buffed. Just go have a look.
Yeah.
And last pushes, work on last pushes. Like, it's hard for Sia and Maki. They just need to look at basically just watch Sil and watch Pappy and just copy what they do on last pushes, and and then they can actually start putting things into place.
No.
Same for last holds as well. Get the positioning right on the last hold, and don't have your heavy hiding in doorways on last holds as well. That doesn't really help.
And Aragosta, don't worry, if you want the Teemo version of Josh here, I've got your advice right here. Maybe have some agency. Like, it's okay to just make a decision and go in. So what if you fail, If you sit there and do nothing, you're going to fail too. But that's the Teemo advice. It's okay. You can discount it. You can sell it back. It's off 90%. I know. But maybe if one of you listens to me, maybe I feel like I've made my impact. Anyway.
I don't think that's bad. I'd say that's River Island level advice.
Oh, I'm overpriced. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Josh. It's been a pleasure as always. A big thank you, though, to Stu on our production. He is the real kind of driving, motivation, River Island force of our little cast here. And a big shout out to, obviously, our two teams. Congratulations to the Pirate Squad and commiserations to Aragosta. We still got more coverage coming up, and we're going to continue with our ETF2L in the near future. So please keep tuned for that. Follow all the socials, and also buy some things from the Manco store. They have been wonderfully sponsoring ETF2L, and a big shout out to them. Otherwise, I've been Totaz. With me has been Josh, Stu. We'll see you guys next time.